Hi there, I'm Tricia Pine. I'm a singing instructor and vocal coach, and this week I want to share with you a tool that will bring awareness, more awareness to how you're using your larynx, and the goal being to have you feel how you're creating sound with less pressure. Okay, so I've had some clients in the studio that have been really struggling with this pressure on this larynx in their speaking and in their singing. And I find that this is a very simple, kind of easy way in for you to start sensing what's really going on. You know me, I want to create that intimate relationship with your voice and with your body and how you're creating that sound, and I think this will help you. So if we take a G consonant, we can feel G, 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 G. Put your hands, I want you to put it here, don't just watch. I want you to put your hands on your larynx. Put your hands, your fingers, right there on your larynx and make the G sound. G, 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 G. What I want you to do is I want you to make a really explosive G sound so you feel lots of movement there in the larynx. G, 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 right? Where you're really bam, bam, bam. Then I want you to flip it way to the other side and feel how little action can be in the larynx when you make the G sound. G, 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 G. Okay? So we have control over how much firing action we have in here, right? So the onset of that sound coming together, and because the G is right in the throat, it helps us identify that. So now let's make a sustained sound moving through that G, allowing the breath to move up and through the vocal folds. I think of this motion because they talk about the Bernoulli effect, right, with the vocal folds coming together and how that Bernoulli effect, the sound, the breath comes through the vocal folds and it lifts up and through and it tries to bring them together so that breath is working for us to create that phonation. I want you to sense that lifting up through the larynx rather than sitting down or sitting in or remaining stagnant. I find for me and for my clients that lift helps. Goo, 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 goo. Now, just so I can sense what the opposite would feel like, I'm going to do more action there. Goo, 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 right? Sometimes we may need that amount of onset, right? But most often we don't. But that type of high impact on the vocal folds and on the larynx may be causing you extra stress and fatigue when you're speaking and when you're singing. So by actually feeling it, goo, 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 feeling it gently through, you're going to start building that awareness around how much am I really using the larynx there? How can I soften that consonant and still be intelligible on the other side so that my audience knows what I'm saying? More than likely, you are using more pressure than you need. And if you're struggling from having that vocal fry in your voice, or you're feeling fatigue in your larynx, it could be from how you are firing those consonants together. One image I love to use is kind of like it's like a brush stroke. We're just gently kissing those vocal folds together, very gently. Goo, 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 goo. Not goo, 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 like this, right? Gentle and lifting through. Try other vowels as well. Let's try a G sound, a G. Gee, 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 gee. Gee, 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 gee. Now if I did it harder, gee, 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 right? So the air actually stops, and there's more of a coming together of those vocal folds in a way that's more high impact. As much as we can do low impact singing, the better. And when we really want it for a flavor or for a color, we're going to bring in that when we need it to, right? Because if we're belting, those vocal folds are going to come together differently, excuse me, than when we are feeling more in that head voice, right? But what if we could feel the belting with less pressure here? So we're really isolating the muscles that are working and relaxing the ones that don't need to be. Try it on the ga. Okay, let's try ga. Ga, 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 ga. So if I move into the chest voice, ga, ga. I still don't need a huge G, right? Think about K's. Ka, 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 ka. Ki, 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 ki. Ku, 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 ku. Right? Also, another place where we tend to grab a little bit in the vocal folds on the onset is with vowels. I. Oh, that one's pretty good. I, but I could be I, right? So sense it. I want you to start feeling your way through how you're making sound. So we're really connecting the voice body with the phonation, with the way that you're creating sound. How you're creating sound is phonation. So I want you to really feel it. And this is a great way, because I'm always talking about feeling the sound and letting the sound go and feeling it lifting. Here you can sense it very clearly to allow that larynx to tilt gently, efficiently, really resourceful in how we're bringing that onset of the vocal folds together. I hope this helps you, because I feel like there's a lot of you out there that you're doing too much in the larynx, too much impact, too much attack, too much pressing down, just too much work on the larynx. And you may be able to get by with it for a little bit, but I really would like you to start being more efficient and resourceful in how you're making that happen. All right, until next week, always rejoice in your voice. Bye-bye.